This video series has been filmed at Parker Hannifin Manufacturing in Barnstable in the UK. This is a manufacturing site certified to IATF 16949. The scope includes the design and manufacture of valves, manifolds, connectors, regulators, and supporting ancillary equipment in corrosion-resistant materials for automotive and non-automotive applications. This series simulates several scenarios in an IATF 16949 audit. Watch this video and see if the auditor is undertaking an effective audit. So yeah, I'm Paul. I'm here to do the IATF audit and I'm following your process, and we've now got to the process of assembly. Okay. Could you just give me your name?
Please, I'm Philippa.
Good, pleased to meet you. So I believe you have a job here that needs assembling.
Okay.
Could you just walk me through the steps that you go through?
Yeah.
When you do an assembly operation?
Okay. This is a standard job.
Yeah.
And before I start, I first check the quantity.
Yeah. And what's the quantity for this batch?
This one is 5. I just have 5. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to highlight that one. I will just check the graphic. I will highlight.
Yeah.
Everything. Then I will check the work order.
Yeah.
I will compare it with the label, the paperwork, and the label to make sure it has the
same code.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then I will check the part number.
Yeah.
That one.
That's the assemble part number, is it?
Yes, please. Yes. Then I'll check the remarks.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll check. Everything is intact.
Everything is okay.
So on the paperwork, I have Imperial 16. So I have to change. Sorry.
Change the assembly aid. Yes, okay. Please. And how do we know that this is the right one that you've put in? Is that unique for this product?
Sorry?
Is this unique?
Yeah,
for this product?
Because it's too big.
Okay, so the A16.
Yeah, so I have to change
okay.
It,
yeah.
Then I'll get my ruler.
Yeah.
So I'm here to start the job.
So let's do, maybe you can disassemble one for me then.
Okay, so I'll check the HTC number on the body.
So that's the traceability.
Yeah.
So X476.
So that's the correct
HTC traceability.
Number. Okay, so I'm here to start. I'll just get my box. That's my box. Yeah. Because it's big, I'll use the box for yeah, the bigger box. Box 3.
Good. Okay.
So I got my nuts.
Yeah.
My back ferrule, my right front ferrule. It goes in like this. That way.
That's 4.
Yeah, so
good,
after
no bits left.
Yeah.
All used, yeah.
So I'll just, I have to pack everything in the box.
Yeah.
And close it nicely like this.
Good.
Yeah, so I have to stamp it.
And what is that stamp then? What is that number on the stamp? Is that your personal number?
Yeah, that's my personal number.
So that's, what number is that?
480.
480, yeah.
Yes, please. So after everything, we have on the paperwork assemble, inspect, pack. I've already assembled it, so I'll stamp. I inspected this. I inspected everything, so, and I have packed it.
Right. Good. And where does that go next then? Where's the box go next?
So after everything, I'll just keep it here.
Right. And that now goes for what? Inspection?
Yeah, to that side, they will scan it.
Ready for the dispatch?
Yes, please.
Yeah. Okay, thank you very much for your explanations.
You are welcome.
Yeah. In this audit, the auditor is auditing the product assembly process. After the introductions, the auditee explains they check the quantities, the works order to ensure the same product code and part number. And if everything is okay, the assembly process would be started. The auditee explains they need to select the correct assembly tooling before they start the assembly. This relates to IATF requirement 8.5.1.3, verification of job setup, which states the organization shall A. Verify job setup when performed, such as initial run of a job, material changeover, or job change that requires a new setup. B. Maintain documented information for setup personnel. C. Use statistical methods of verification where applicable. D. Perform first or last off part validation as applicable. Where appropriate, first off parts should be retained for comparison with last off parts. Where appropriate, last off parts should be retained for comparison with first off parts in subsequent runs. E. Retain records of process and product approval following setup and first and last off part validations. The auditor then observes the assembly process and the transfer of the product into the relevant packaging. The operator stamps the work order as evidence the assembly is complete and then places the product for final inspection before dispatch. Again, the auditor should have made reference to the relevant PFMEA and control plan, as well as verify the records of auditor competency. So let's summarize. In undertaking an audit of any assembly process, it is important to verify the correct setup of the process with the correct tooling, especially in this organization, given the small batch quantities and the vast number of multiple product variants. In an operator-dependent assembly process, it's important to understand the identified risks and to verify how the risks have been controlled within the process, as well as to verify records of operator competency. A good audit technique is to use the power of observation to collect audit evidence and help verify the effectiveness of the process.